Good afternoon, students. Today, let's start with lecture number 25A of module 3. Here, in the previous session, we have solved or we have designed a simply supported rectangular section RCB. In that, we have covered up the dimensions of the rectangular section. Along with that, we have calculated the loads acting on the structure, and we have also calculated the design bending moment and design shear force to be considered for the design aspect. Along with that, we have also compared the value of mu limit, that is limiting moment of resistance, along with the design moment. So by the comparison, we have got that the section has to be designed as doubly reinforced rectangular section. Today in the present session, we are going to decide based upon the decision, that is mu is less than mu limit or mu is more than mu limit. Depending upon that category, we are going to decide whether it is singly reinforced or doubly reinforced section, and we are going to calculate the amount of steel required, whether it is only the tension steel or both tension steel as well as compression steel, and we are going to calculate the shear reinforcement required also. Now, these dimensions calculation, we have done it in the previous session. Effective span we have calculated, that is center to center distance between the supports or clear span plus effective depth. Out of these two values, whichever is the minimum value, that we are going to consider it as effective span. Then we have considered the load calculations. We have calculated the design moment and shear force and limiting moment of resistance. And once we compare the value of mu and mu limit, mu is more than mu limit, hence the beam has to be designed as doubly reinforced section. So if the beam has to be designed like doubly reinforced section, then from the analysis of doubly reinforced rectangular section, we also know that the AST value is being classified into two parts, that is AST1 and AST2. AST1 refers to the balanced section and AST2 refers to the section which has to resist a moment of mu minus mu limit. Suppose if this is the doubly reinforced section with AST as well as ASC, then this section we are going to bifurcate this into two sections or two parts, and the first part is nothing but the singly reinforced rectangular section, where we consider it to be a balanced one, so that it has only the tension reinforcement, and that tension reinforcement we call it as AST1. We call it as AST1. And along with this, we need to consider one more section which we refer it to be a steel beam having both compression reinforcement as well as tension reinforcement. Here we say that this is the area of steel in compression, that is ASC. This is ASC and this is AST2. And AST is the total of AST1 and AST2. So in order to decide the reinforcement, we need to calculate this AST1 and AST2 and both of them, so that we get the total value of AST required for the doubly reinforced section. Along with that, we need to calculate ASC also. So first let's calculate the value of AST1. In order to calculate the value of AST1, referring to annexure G, that is the depth of neutral axis equation, and that is being got from the relation C is equal to T, that is compressive forces is equal to tensile forces. If compressive forces are equal to tensile forces, then let's equate both the equations. And remember, this section is referred to be a balanced section. It is referred to as a balanced section. Since it is being referred to as balanced section, we can say that xu is equal to xu limit. So in the equation where we are writing C is equal to T, that is compressive forces is equal to tensile forces, we can write that xu is equal to xu limit. And AST is to be replaced with AST1, because here the value of AST or the value of tension steel is given as AST1. So 0.36 FCK B into XU limit is equal to 0.87 Fy into AST1. So we need to calculate the value of AST1 now. So AST1 is equal to 0.36 FCK B into XU limit divided by 0.87 Fy. And already we have derived in the first module the value of XU limit for different grades of steel. So for Fe415 grade steel, XU limit is 0.87 into Fy. 0.87 into D. That D value is effective depth, that is 350 mm. So AST1, after all these substitutions, we get the value of 837.56 mm square. So this is the value of AST1. Here remember, we need to calculate AST1 and AST2 separately and add those two AST values in order to get the value of AST. And other than this equation, that is AST1, we can also use the equation which we have used for the previous design, that is AST is equal to 0.5 FCK BD divided by Fy into square root of 1 minus into square root of 1 minus 4.6 mu divided by FCK BD square. Even that equation we can use, but only the thing is AST is to be replaced with AST1 and the value of XU limit has to be considered. And wherever mu is there, the corresponding mu limit value has to be used for calculation of AST1. Why mu limit is because this is considered to be a balanced section. For the balanced section, mu is equal to mu limit and XU is equal to XU limit. So this is the reason why we need to consider it to be a balanced section, so that we get the value of AST required for the first condition or the first part of the doubly reinforced section. Now, once we get this value of AST1, we need to find out AST2. In order to find out AST2, again from the annexure G itself, we have the equation mu minus mu limit is equal to FSC ASC into D minus D dash. Mu minus mu limit is equal to FSC into ASC into D minus D dash. D is known, D dash is known. D dash we have considered it to be 50 mm. And FSC is we can calculate, and ASC value we need to calculate. So AST2 is calculated to resist a moment of mu minus mu limit. AST1 is calculated to resist a moment of mu limit. So to resist mu limit, we will calculate AST1. To resist a moment of mu minus mu limit, we will be using AST2. So FSC we can calculate using the codal provision, that is annexure G. See, for the section with compression reinforcement, we have all the equations here. mu minus mu limit is equal to FSC into ASC into D minus D dash. And FSC value is the design stress in compression reinforcement corresponding to a strain of, so that this value or this equation, that is 0.0035 into XU max minus D dash divided by XU max, this gives you the strain. But what we want is stress, that is design stress, FSC. So in order to convert strain into stress, we can multiply it with Young's modulus of steel. So Young's modulus of steel, we can consider it to be ES, that is 2 into 10 to the power of 6 for all the grades of steel. So FSC, what we can write it as, FSC is equal to 0.0035 into XU max minus D dash divided by XU max. This we can write it as the equation for FSC. Once we get the value of FSC, D and D dash is known, mu minus mu limit will be known. Mu is nothing but the design force, design bending moment, and mu limit is the limiting moment of resistance. So only the unknown will be here, ASC. So we can easily calculate the value of ASC. Once the value of ASC is being calculated, next thing is to calculate AST2. In order to calculate AST2, we'll be using the equation FSC ASC divided by 0.87 F5. ASC will be already calculated, FSC will be calculated, so only the unknown will be AST2. So using these equations, we are going to calculate the amount of reinforcement required. So the same equation we have used here, FSC is equal to 0.0035 XU max minus D dash divided by XU max into Young's modulus of steel. XU max is nothing but limiting value of depth of neutral axis, that is XU limit, and that value for Fe415 grade steel is 0.48 into D. So by substituting all these values, we get a value of FSC equal to 491.67 Newton per mm square. But this value what you have got is to be compared with 0.87 Fy. This value of FSC or the value of FSC which we are going to consider, it should never be more than 0.87 Fy. It should never be more than 0.87 Fy. If it should never be more than 0.87 Fy, let me compare this value with 0.87 Fy. So if I calculate 0.87 Fy, we are getting a value of 361.05 Newton per mm square. So once we get this value, by comparing both the values, this is the minimum value, that is 0.87 Fy. So out of these two values, whichever gives you the minimum value, that value has to be considered for FSC. That value has to be considered as FSC for all further calculations. Now, mu minus mu limit is equal to FSC ASC into D minus D dash. Again, this is the equation from annexure G, and now only the unknown is FSC. So, sorry, ASC. ASC is equal to mu minus mu limit divided by FSC into D minus D dash. So here mu is 173.45 into 10 to the power of 6, because we need to convert this into kilonewton meter to Newton millimeter. So we are multiplying it with 10 to the power of 6 minus mu limit, that is 84.53 kilonewton meter. To convert kilonewton meter into Newton millimeter, we are going to multiply it with 10 to the power of 6 divided by 361.05. We need to consider the value of FSC. Now, henceforth, here you can write it. FSC should be taken as 361.05 Newton per mm square for all further calculations. So we are considering the same value into D minus D dash, 350 minus 50. So ASC value is 820.93 mm square. Now once we get this value of ASC, next thing is to calculate AST2. Next thing is to calculate AST2. In order to calculate AST2, we'll be using the equation ASC into FSC into 0.87 Fy. So here by substituting ASC value, FSC and 0.87 Fy, we get the value of AST2 is equal to the same as that of ASC. Why AST2 is equal to ASC means FSC, what we have considered here, FSC is equal to 0.87 Fy, because the value which is being calculated is more than 0.87 Fy. So FSC value is considered as 0.87 Fy only. So here FSC is 0.87 Fy, in the denominator there is 0.87 Fy, they cancel out each other and we get the value of AST2 equal to ASC. Now we can calculate the value of total AST, that is AST1 plus AST2. AST1 plus AST2, we got it as 1658.49 mm square. That is the total value of AST which is being used as tension reinforcement in doubly reinforced section. And ASC value is 820.93 mm square. Is this clear, everyone? Is this clear? Soumya, is it clear? Soumya Pujar.
Yes, ma'am.
Junaid.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next we'll proceed with the next step. Now once we get the value of AST, now we need to check, as we have checked in the previous design, whether this value of AST is more than AST minimum and less than AST maximum or no. So let's calculate the value of AST minimum and AST maximum. So this has to be AST maximum, just make a note. This has to be AST maximum. So AST minimum will calculate it using the clause number 26.5.1.1. Yes, here for the beams, the tension reinforcement, minimum reinforcement, the minimum area of reinforcement shall not be less than that given by the equation, that is AST divided by BD is equal to 0.85 divided by Fy. So this AST is AST minimum. So AST minimum is equal to 0.85 BD divided by Fy, and the maximum reinforcement shall not exceed 0.04 times B into D. So we need to calculate this value. So AST minimum we are going to calculate using the equation AST minimum is equal to 0.85 BD divided by Fy, and AST maximum is equal to 0.04 times B into capital D, that is overall depth. Now by the substitution we get the value of AST minimum as 179.22 mm square and AST maximum equal to 4000 mm square. And when we compare the value of AST calculated with these two values, we get AST minimum is less than the AST calculated and AST maximum is more than AST calculated. So hence AST required is the same as that of AST calculated. Suppose AST minimum was more than AST calculated, then AST required would be AST minimum. And if AST calculated is more than AST maximum, then we are supposed to redesign the section. I repeat this statement, please make note of it. If AST calculated, if this value of AST calculated is less than AST minimum, then AST required would be equal to AST minimum. And if AST maximum is less than AST calculated, AST maximum is less than AST calculated, then we are supposed to redesign the section. So these two conditions, they need to be satisfied. So what we can say is AST calculated should be more than AST minimum and less than AST maximum. So here what we can write is AST required is equal to 1658.49 mm square. Now the next thing what we need to consider is the diameter of the bar. We need to assume some diameter of the bar and we need to calculate the number of bars required. So here the amount of steel required is more, so we are going to consider 25 mm diameter. See, already I have told the diameter of bars to be used is 6 mm, 8 mm, 10 mm, 12 mm, 16 mm, 20 mm, 25 mm, 32 mm and 40 mm. So if we are using 25 mm diameter bar, number of bars are equal to the AST required divided by cross sectional area of 1 bar, that is 3.38 bars. So 3.38 bars we cannot provide it, so we'll go with the next round figure, that is 4 number of bars. Next round figure, that is 4 number of bars. So provide 4 bars of 25 mm diameter as tension reinforcement. Provide 4 bars of 25 mm diameter as tension reinforcement. Now the value of ASC. Now the value of ASC is 820.93 mm square. 820.93 mm square. Here also we need to compare this value of ASC with ASC minimum. For the compression reinforcement, the maximum area of compression reinforcement shall not exceed 0.04 BD. It should not be more than 0.04 BD. That is same as that of tension reinforcement. So already we have calculated the value of maximum value for the tension reinforcement, that is 4000 mm square, and here ASC value is less than ASC maximum, that is 0.04 times B into D. Hence we can consider the same value as the ASC value. So here we are getting the value of ASC is equal to 820.93 mm square. Again we need to assume some diameter of bar and calculate the number of bars. So assuming 20 mm diameter bars, we are getting the number of bars equal to 2.6. That is, we are going to round it off to next higher digit. Remember, whenever you are having the decimal places in case of number of bars, we need to consider the next higher digit or next higher rounded number for the AST calculation. So we need to provide 3 bars of 20 mm diameter as compression reinforcement. 3 bars of 20 mm diameter as compression reinforcement. Now let's calculate the AST provided and ASC provided. AST provided, there are 4 bars of 25 mm diameter. There are 4 bars of 25 mm diameter. So 4 into pi by 4 into 25 square. So this is the value of AST provided, and ASC provided is 3 bars of 20 mm diameter. So 3 into pi by 4 into 20 square will give you ASC provided. These values we are going to use for the further calculation, AST provided and ASC provided. And in the next session, we are going to discuss the shear reinforcement calculation as well as the deflection and detailing part. For today, we shall wind up with this. If you have any doubts, you may ask.